can see what I'm doing. But you can see, by wetting it all first, you can see how it all blends together and you don't get any hard edges, especially with these blues and raw sienna. It's all blended nicely together. So, next thing I'm going to do, when I'm doing, see these, the distant trees there, I always put the most distant element, whether it's trees or a mountain or whatever, always use the same colours as the sky, because it just helps with that recession, just pushes it right back into the distance. And sort of leaning towards blue as well. Blue, cold colour, pushes it back as well. Warm colours tend to bring stuff into the foreground. So they say anyway. I'm no expert on all this scientific stuff. I just sort of do whatever feels right, you know what I mean? Anyway, horizon, about a third of the way up. I mean, this one's quite low, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't have much talk, because I really want to exaggerate this path a bit more. So I want to give me enough room. I want to push the horizon up about a third. So it's really, I'm going to put it up about here. So, and then I was trying to have a. Try not to like put them all level at the same height. It just looks a bit boring. So put a big one over on the left, and then I can. You can see. I don't know how you can see that, but there's a few little. You can see the white trunks. And then I always try and make sure I'll just dab from one to another. So I've always got like 2 or 3 colours on the brush at any one time, and it's sort of so you get all these nice little variations between the colours on the paper. So a bit more raw sienna, so you get like raw sienna a little bit, and then maybe into a bit of blue, and not too much blue there. And just a touch of lemon yellow. So I wanna save. I don't want too green. I think this was a. Judging by all the leaves have left the trees, I think this was a sort of autumn when I took this. It's been 2 or 3 years ago now. I can't even remember exactly where it is. That'll do for the distant trees. I'm just flicking up the odd trunk here and there. That'll do for that. Now in front of there, you see all this sort of, what is it, sort of raw sienna and a light reddy sort of colour. Don't need much light red because it's so strong. And then that sort of again, just dabbing my way around the palette. And the path's I'm gonna sort of go something like that for the path. So just put a bit of this in, and then I'll put the path in a minute so I can see exactly where I'm. Now I'm going into the lemon yellow now, and really going for this sort of greeny colour. So I've got that far. I'm going to put the path in now, so I can see exactly where I'm working with. So paths, I always find light red, ultramarine. There's always a sort of nice sort of pathy colour. Don't make it too wet. I've probably made this a bit too wet. Well, if you do, just take it on the brush and on the towel, and then sort of work out where you want to be. And I'm sort of going. That'll do for the path. We'll give it a sort of nice, wiggly, wavy sort of route. It just makes it a lot more interesting than just sort of dead straight going off into the distance. Remember, you can change things around just for the benefit of the composition. So now I've got that sort of guideline, I can go in. I can go in now, up to the edge, see where I am. And I'm just alternating between the colours. Maybe even a bit of brown. So that's that. Next I'm going to put this, and in fact first I'll just put a bit of distance stuff. Right, now I'm going to put these foreground bush in, so I'm going to bother cleaning the brush. It's a sort of rich, real sort of darky green, this one, so if I sort of just, if I go really dark, just to make that edge stand out. See how dark that is, look how it stands out amongst that. And then from there, just using the corner of the brush to really dark again. And maybe even a bit of light red at the bottom, just to and then we've got just little bits of twigs and stuff. That'll do for that. And then just in front of that, back to the lighter colours. And then just darken this up a little bit.